Blog Talk Radio.
What time is it?
WH Radio.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WrestlingHeads Radio. I am Skits, and I am here with Oscar, and we are joined along with a voice we have not heard on this show in a while, Mr. ROH Code. Chris, what is going on, guys?
What's happening, man?
Not much, man. Not much.
Not much.
Hey, Chris, I believe me and Skits got front row tickets for the next PWG show.
Well, I hope you guys have finally mastered the craft. You know, I mean, you always have your regulars in front row. It's finally, it's a good thing you guys have mastered the internet PayPal account. So it's finally a quick purchase.
Yeah, me and Skits are gonna have a good time there. You know, me and Skits, you know what we always do. So it's been a while since I was at the front row. Probably since the last time you were there, Chris. So finally get back to the front row scene, you know?
That was last January.
Yeah. It's been
you know what?
long.
That is funny. Oscar hasn't been in the front row in a while.
Yeah.
I remember, what was that the show we went to, Is Your Body Ready? I believe that's the last time we all sat in the front row.
No, that was DDT4. DDT4 in January of this year, Oscar was sitting next to me for a couple matches, I remember.
Yeah.
And I was sitting behind you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But
you know what? I know we just started the show and everything, and we're talking PWG, but I want to ask you guys thoughts that we on our show on Monday, me and Tom were talking about the rumors that broke out about ROH talent no longer going to use their talent to go to PWG next year. But like I said, it's just a rumor right now. But I want to hear Skits' thoughts first. I know you love PWG with a passion, and you will pass pussy for PWG.
I'll take pussy with me to PWG. Man, I hope it's not true because, you know, there's a lot of talents that are a part of PWG, that are part of Ring of Honor, that I enjoy watching, and I just don't think it'll be the same, you know. Seeing guys like Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, ACH, you know, he's been real hot over there. I don't know. I really don't have too many thoughts on it. I just hope it doesn't happen. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens next year.
Well, I think it's inevitable what was going to happen. You, like I was just talking to Oscar, we're in a transition phase, and in the next 2 months for 2015, what's going to be a fucking crazy year. It's already showing itself. You could already see it in the writing on the wall that this year is going to change the scope of wrestling. What you're going to see is promotions protecting themselves. And Ring of Honor is just doing what promotions have done in the past to protect themselves, because in a little short while, whatever this entity, Global Force, is going to be doing is going to jump right into the fold, right in the, you know, along the coattails of New Japan, and then there's Ring of Honor. And also, every 6 weeks, there's this juggernaut PWG on the West Coast with, you know, shining its light. And Ring of Honor is just going to pretty much save itself, which, why wouldn't they? I mean, think about it. They're going to just take a back seat, you know, to all this friggin' talent going everywhere else and showcasing their talent better at these shows and making Ring of Honor relevant. And I can tell you right now, I don't think it's a rumor at all, and I know for a fact Ring of Honor is pissed off, not pissed, but not happy the fact that Red Dragon went over and won those New Japan junior tag belts at the last show. I don't think that they fully knew that was going to go down. And is that a slap in the face by New Japan, basically telling them, hey, man, we're going to do what we want? You know, have them on that Wrestle Kingdom show, or are they going to drop the belts beforehand, which I doubt? I mean, people are digging their feet in, and they're getting their ground. You know what I mean? They're protecting themselves.
It's funny that. Go ahead, Oscar.
No, I'm going to say, I don't know if I want to disagree with you on that, Chris, because I know that Jeff Jarrett had a meeting with Ring of Honor a few weeks ago. I don't know if New Japan guys on there planned the whole Red Dragon thing for a while, and I know Red Dragon are contracted for Ring of Honor, but I think the reason why
what you're saying is that that Jeff Jarrett meeting was about O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Yes, because they're part of Global Force, and they're part of Global Force, and Ring of Honor has nothing to do with them, right? So
who's part of Global Force? Red Dragon.
Well, now they are, but I'm saying
no, they're not. No, Global Force is not a governing body yet. They're just a presenter, a producer as we speak. They're not a promotion yet. A promotion becomes a promotion when they announce a show. All they have done so far is announce a pay-per-view. They are not under contract with. They are not under contract with Jeff at all, and Jeff is not doing any meetings with anybody regarding Red Dragon and Seth, asking how they're doing. Because they're under contract with Ring of Honor, and they're freelancing over in New Japan. That's all they're doing right now.
Yeah, but I just want to know, did he went over there to meet Ring of Honor just to settle something? Because if you put in Red Dragon as a Global Force present New Japan thing, can Ring of Honor sue Jeff Jarrett for doing that? Because they're, like I said, Jeff Jarrett has nothing to do with Ring of Honor. I mean, not Ring of Honor, Red Dragon. But you're using their talent for that event. You're presenting. I mean, can Ring of Honor sue them for that?
Jeff Jarrett has nothing to do with that. Did you just say Ring of Honor is going to sue Jarrett?
No, I'm saying, can they do that?
No, Jarrett has nothing to do. Listen, Jarrett is tugging on New Japan's dick. New Japan is this force here. I think everyone's getting this skewed. Global Force is just a presenter, as we speak, of New Japan. Yeah. If there was no New Japan, there certainly would be no hype for fucking Global Force right now. None. Yeah. The only hype besides New Japan right now as we speak is Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and the Young Bucks marking that Jim Ross is going to be the commentator. But New Japan is the big boy right now, and everyone is jumping on their coattails. And that's just it. I mean, seriously, when Gato is announcing the bookings and when Gato is announcing the winners of falls, Jarrett is the last thing on his mind. Okay? I'm telling you right now. And I'm telling you, Gato has Ring of Honor by the balls. Because every one of those dudes in that locker room want to work for them. Every one of them. And the majority of the people in WWE want to work for them. And I'm just telling you. You're trying to tell me right now, if Kyle O'Reilly's contract was up right now, like it was, whatever it was, do you think he would resign? Do you think he would resign at Ring of Honor?
No.
Or would he wrestle exclusively in New Japan?
I would go to New Japan if I was Kyle O'Reilly. O'Reilly.
Jarrett, in the end, will be more powerful, but he is right now just a liaison right now to bring New Japan to the eyes of us. And the common fan that doesn't have the patience to listen to Japanese commentary, which boggles my mind. And
basically,
they're introducing the public, the common public, to the product. That's all he's doing right now. Now, will he capitalize on it? Fuck yeah, he is. That's all he's doing. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Skitz.
Yeah, I was just saying. Basically, what Chris is saying is just. They're trying to get the Global Force name out there to the fans. Basically, that's what they're doing, and we'll see what happens after Wrestle Kingdom. Which Wrestle Kingdom's card is already looking nice.
Stacked. And think about it. What's the number one thing that everyone's going to friggin' notice on this pay-per-view? New Japan's friggin' talent. New Japan's friggin' holy shit, they're great. Okay, we all knew that. But you know what else they're going to notice? Is that Global Force logo in the corner every now and then. That Global Force promo every now and then, the hype. I'm sure they're going to hype something that night. You know what I mean? Introduce something that night. I'm sure they're going to have some news. But what they're going to do is ride the coattails for a while of this juggernaut, dude. Think about it. They got Jim Ross to do commentary. Jesus Christ, dude. Think about that for a minute. If there's no excuse for these fucking fans who say, I just can't watch the New Japan commentary. Like these fucking Japanese announcers are giving life advice for your girlfriend. They're just saying suplex.
It's funny that
there's no excuse.
It's funny that you say that, Chris, because I know someone that I've told them plenty of times, you know, you got to watch New Japan, check it out. They even know that the talent is great. They just won't watch it because of commentary. But now that Jim Ross is in the scene, they're going to watch it.
No excuse.
You know.
And to tell you the truth, am I going to give Jim Ross a listen? Absolutely, I'll give him a listen. But I love the Japanese announcers, and I have since I was a little kid. The fucking emotion. You don't need to have Rosetta Stone to understand what the passion and what's going on. The crowd and the emotion that the wrestlers show in the middle of that ring speak volumes. And like I said on this show before, I am very confident that I could paint my own picture. And that's what I love about New Japan, that I don't need a guy telling me what to think, what to feel. You know what I mean? I love the fact that I could think on my own. And either way, though, Jim Ross coming is fucking amazing for America. And it's going to shake the business up. Believe it or not.
Yeah. I actually have the card right here. If you guys want to talk about the card real quick, there's some of the matches that have been booked so far.
Yeah.
Of course, as we all know, Red Dragon, they won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Titles. After the match, the Bucks, you had the Hooligans, the Forever Hooligans, and plus the Time Splitters. They all, you know, basically were looking at each other, you know, for those that didn't watch. And it's looking like it's going to be a four-way for those tag titles, which is going to be amazing. Because in my opinion, all four of those teams are probably the top four tag teams. I really don't have a five, so that's why I say the top four tag teams in the world.
And real quick on that one. I want to touch on this because we're just on that last subject. I highly doubt this is going to happen, but since we're talking about rumors, there's a rumor going around that due to the fact that fucking Ring of Honor's fucking protecting themselves. Let's call it what it is. They're protecting themselves. They're a company. You know, it's Sinclair. It's not Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor probably cares. You know, whatever. That's possibly going to be a dark match, and I know there's already a dark match already talked about, the Suzuki MMA match. I know that, but they're talking about that possibly might not air in America.
Wow.
Just put that out there. I highly doubt that will happen, but that's a rumor right now.
Well, let's take it as a rumor right now. Of course, you got Kota Ibushi, my boy Kota Ibushi, going at it with Nakamura for the IWGP IC title. Looking forward to that. I haven't seen Kota Ibushi really in a singles match in New Japan in a while. I don't know if I'm missing something, but I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Sounds like you're missing something. But it's going to be a great match. When I saw him come out and attack Nakamura, I was like, holy shit. This is a Wrestle Kingdom match right here. Like, as soon as he's running before he even attacked him, I was like, holy shit.
And New Japan got to build stars. Obviously, Kota Ibushi's already built, but as he came out not too long ago and said he was a heavyweight. Well, you got to if he's announcing he's a heavyweight, then you got to make him look like a heavyweight. And what better person than Nakano Shinsuke? And don't be shocked he goes over. I mean, I think him and Nato might be a dudes that end up being pushed heavily in 15 because they're going to have to build stars because a lot of these guys are over 30. You know, not that they're not built, but build more.
Yeah.
So it could go either way.
To be honest with you, I want to say the last time I really seen Kota Ibushi in a big match in New Japan is when he wrestled Ricochet. It's probably the last big match that he had in New Japan that I remember.
Well, he's got other shit going on, and he was, you know, of course he's DDT is his life, along with Omega, and I think that he was concentrating on that a little bit. Plus, getting over that concussion he had, and he's got other, you know, and he's actually going to be in a fucking boxing match, shoot wrestling match coming up soon in Japan as well too. So he's got other shit going on. He's a busy cat.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this. I think I'm gonna take the day off of work just to watch this shit. I'm gonna be up late. We got Tanahashi. We're going 1-on-1 against Okada for the IWGP title. What can I say about these two? Amazing. One word. Amazing. Amazing wrestlers.
Well, what's amazing about that is two things. Okada's in his mid-20s, and Tanahashi is pushing 40. And which one is more amazing? I mean, I'd probably have to go with Tanahashi's pushing 40. I mean, the guy, to me, is one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever seen in my lifetime. And the guy never fucking lets me down. I mean, the guy is just, he's a workhorse, he's a machine. Does he get tired? I don't fucking think so. And I won't be upset if he keeps it. I know that. I mean, I don't know about Oscar. Where are you?
Nah, I wouldn't upset me to keep the title either. I mean, it's Tanahashi, bro. It's like, you know, he's people could say the John Cena of New Japan. You know, what's wrong with that? You know, so it wouldn't upset me at all. And plus, you saw Okada had the title for I don't want to say a while, but he just had it just not long ago. So, I mean, I'm cool with Tanahashi keeping it for a cool bit. So if he wins, it doesn't matter. You know, Okada or Tanahashi goes over, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's gonna be a great match, no matter what.
Yeah.
So,
and I think what's gonna be interesting is after the match it's over. Of course, it's gonna be a fucking legendary match because these guys have done it in the past, and this could be their best. Is the celebration afterwards is usually left to either A, them, you know, gloating and fucking showing that they're the man with all the fucking confetti, or some new motherfucker shows up. And everyone's going to be having their eyeballs on that. And, you know, the whole world's going to be watching literally. And will somebody show up to fucking challenge that winner? And that could be a huge moment. But we'll see.
Yeah. You know, the thing about New Japan, like, I never get pissed off on the like, results because they put such good matches on. Like, I can't even tell who's a face or a heel because it's just fucking good wrestling. That's one thing I love about New Japan. That's one thing I like about it.
Competitiveness.
Definitely.
And that's what we all love. I mean, it's that simple. And it's unfortunate American promotions are blind to that word. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
That's what everybody should do. I mean, who cares, you know, about the heels and the faces? Sometimes the storylines, they're good, but sometimes, you know, some wrestling fans just want to see great matches, you know? Like, I'm sorry to switch subjects, but, you know, there's a wrestler in the WWE right now by the name of Cesaro who's very fucking good, and he's very competitive. And I just don't know. I'm just going to I'm just going to be quiet on that one right now.
That, what it is, dude, it not only is the competitiveness, they aren't afraid to replay history. And everyone knows that last fucking Shibata fucking Tanahashi match was real heat. And it came from a long time ago. And I'm not going to go into fucking what happened, but it was real. It was legit, and you fucking knew it. And that's what's missing in American promotions, real heat or just real competitiveness. You know what I mean? Like, you're really fucking caring who wins. You know what I mean? Either way. And that is gone in America. Think about it. It really is, dude. It really is. Even in your glorious PWG. I don't know, but the fucking highlights that I've seen of that Roddy Strong Kyle O'Reilly fucking match at the last show that no one's talking about, even people that went, that looked pretty fucking awesome. Okay? And nobody talks about that feud that's going on.
I've been pushing that feud on this show for the longest. Like, a lot of people have been talking mad shit about Roderick Strong. About him being in the main event scene in PWG, but he's been playing a hell of a heel. Oh my god, I don't. Roderick Strong's on the fucking A game right now.
Hell yeah! I mean, the little
go ahead. If you need to rehash a fucking Roderick Strong history, anybody out there who has fucking questions about his ability, go look at his old fucking Ring of Honor shit in the mid-2000s. Just go look at him. I mean, and just start over, because you guys, I mean, not you, but you people are just hating just to hate. I mean, I know it's in your blood. I know you guys fucking everyone out there I'm going to hate something today. Roddy Strong. What? Fuck off. He's a fucking great fucking wrestler, man. I will be fucking actually happy if he wins the title down the road. Fuck. And I know we're way off topic.
To me, I feel like with the whole Roderick Strong is like the thing is like it seems like it was just fans that just barely got into PWG are hating it. Because to me, I had no problem with it. He fucking was in the title picture before, you know. I mean, why not bring him back? If you want to get Cole out of the picture, he's the perfect replacement for right now. So why not have Roderick Strong in? You know,
and I'm kind of digging. I'm kind of digging the Knox feud too, and eventually they're going to capitalize on this. I know they're saying it here. Eventually, wouldn't it be cool if he's fucking throwing Rick Knox through fucking explosion fucking cages in who knows the next show? Wouldn't it be cool if fucking Knox is the fucking referee and he fucking turns coat and fucking helps Roddy win the fucking belt? I mean, that would be fucking total swerve. But PWG really doesn't try to do that shit. But I mean, I wouldn't be fucking mad at all if Roddy gets a short fucking run. I'd be happy for him. He deserves it. He's one of the only guys who's fucking been on that roster who hasn't had it. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Not to be charitable, he deserves it.
You know what? This one is, like, if this Ring of Honor PWG's room, let's just say if it's true, right? I think Roddy's going to walk out champ because you're going to have O'Reilly drop that title. It doesn't matter when him and Rick. Doesn't matter between him and Ricochet wins it. Roddy could come out, ask for a Prop 2 match with a title. He could win the title like that, and plus you could get more heat on him. Imagine the crowd, how the crowd's going to react when Roderick Strong does walk out with that title. They're going to kill this guy, you know, especially with Rick Knox. Hell yeah.
Or as a booker, I mean, you could also make it go a little bit longer. You could have Ricochet win it, and then capitalize on this Roddy shit, and then have Roddy Ricochet. Either way, you could do it. You know what I mean? You could have Roddy there for a little while because guess what? Roddy's going to be there. Unlike, here's what they got to do. They're going to go safe. I mean, again, the word for tonight, protect themselves. PWG got to protect themselves because what if fucking ROH holds up Kyle O'Reilly at the next show and says, hey, man, I'm sorry, we told you your champ can't fucking perform tonight because he's under contract. And then that leaves PWG in a hole. So they're probably going to go the safe route and make him drop the title, which would be smart on PWG's part. I mean, that's just it. That's how it works. That's reality. I mean, let's unfurl the curtain down. That's how the business works. And
real quick, Chris, I want to go backwards real quick about the whole PWG ROH situation. It's also, I know this word is very famous, rumors. There's another rumor that Michael Elgin, the whole Michael Elgin situation when he lost, to Trevor Lee is another reason why. You know,
we talked about that. We talked about that on Boxer.
Yeah,
they're not happy with it, and they could fucking do all the shoots they want, and they could fucking do tweets at us if they're fucking listening and say we're full of shit. But there's no fucking way, none, that Ring of Honor is happy that their fucking champion flew across the fucking country and lost to Trevor Lee clean. There's no fucking way. I don't care what they fucking say. And that is, again, our PWG fucking protecting themselves and getting ready to escalate this fucking Trevor Lee cat. And that's all that is. You know, now, I'm sure Elgin fucking probably didn't want to lose either, but man, hey man, he's probably down with it to help that fucking company, you know? And that's the difference. That's the one thing right now Ring of Honor does not have that they used to have, and believe me, I was there, okay, when they were at the height of their fucking promotion, when they were the promotion. They don't have respect. I mean, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they say it. But compared to New Japan, they respect New Japan more right now. And every 6 weeks, you hear the shoots, you see the interviews, you see the tweets. PWG's the best in America. They respect PWG more. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna lay down for PWG more than Ring of Honor right now. And hey, wouldn't you? I mean, when you have a big fucking match in PWG, here's the thing. You tell me, guys. When you have a great fucking match in PWG or you win BOLA or whatever, isn't that more important right now than having a 5-star match in Ring of Honor in some fucking city in Pennsylvania? Doesn't that get more fucking publicity on the fucking internet and just DVDs than a fucking great match you had in Ring of Honor? I saw an AJ Elgin match last year or earlier this year, whatever the fuck, in February. That was fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I was sitting next to people that's fucking been to Japan and seen fucking matches in 40 years. They loved it. Nobody said one word about it. You know why? Because no one's watching it and no one's buying the DVDs. But if that match was in PWG, they'd be fucking still talking about it. That's the difference right now. And if anyone don't agree with that, not saying you, I'm saying anyone, then fuck it, then I'm wrong. It's that in a nutshell. Ring of Honor's in trouble, man, respect-wise.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. I mean, PW's getting all these publicity. You got fucking celebrities going over there and shit, and you're putting it out there in TMZ and all this shit, and people are going to be more interested of going to or following PWG more than Ring of Honor. You know, he's right. If somebody has the best match in Ring of Honor, you know, they're not going to get that credibility than what you did in PWG. So, yeah, you're right, man.
It fell apart. It has fell apart since last February, since 11th anniversary, whatever the fuck anniversary it was that I went to, 12th. Everybody wanted, and I'm telling you, at least on the East Coast, everybody wanted the long, great, what we've been waiting for, Adam Cole fucking character to be champion. And they cut it short. They cut its fucking legs out, which is fucking retarded, and they gave it to Elgin. Well, guess what? From a person who drives 6 hours every fucking now and then for the past 20 fucking years, stopped going to their fucking shows. So that must have fucking did something to the average fucking loyal fan, because I know a lot of people just stopped going because it's fucking terrible. And I don't care if Elgin's on the phone with us. He's not Adam Cole. Okay? They have lost steam since Cole lost the belt.
I've argued with people saying, you know, Adam Cole should never lost the title. Adam Cole was a great champ, I thought, you know.
Should have been champ for 5 years. Should have been champ for 5 years. I don't give a fuck. Pay him. Don't let him go.
You guys know that I'm a big Cole fan. You know, Cole's my boy. But, you know, shit just fell apart. I mean, I got to stop watching, you know, at least the main event matches with the title. I mean, I watched some of the other matches, the one with the AJ, you know, the AJ matches, and there's a couple of them that I didn't get to see yet, but I plan on watching them. Remember when he started putting the title on the line when they would go on the little tours?
Yes.
Like the one with him and the Greatest Man Alive?
Yes.
I didn't catch that one, so, but...
and listen, and this has nothing to do with the tag matches they've been having recently on TV, like with the Bucks and shit like that. Those are fucking phenomenal. I don't know, with Christopher Daniels and Kaz, but those are outsiders. I'm talking about your core roster. It has basic, and this is nothing against Briscoe. I'd rather have Briscoe as champ than Elgin. The dude could barely fucking hold a promo without fucking spitting in his fucking bottle. I don't know.
I'm sorry, they're hilarious.
If I want to fucking see him spit in his fucking drink, I'll go to one of my fucking friends' house and watch them do it all night while he play PS4. I don't want to see that shit. I want fucking dude fucking looking at the camera and telling me, hey man, come to fucking Philadelphia because I'm a fucking good match. I don't want to hear no whine and shit. And they got a second chance with this Kingdom shit with Cole.
I was about to mention, you know, you got two of the Kingdom members, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, heading to New Japan. What's your thoughts? What you guys' thoughts on Matt Taven going into New Japan? Because there's a lot of people out there that's shocked that you know, Matt Taven's heading over to New Japan before Michael Elgin.
Well, we've discussed why Elgin's not going over. A lot in the past 4 months that I've not been on the show, so I'm not even going to go there. But I mean, hey, they need juniors, no doubt about it, and they'll give anyone a shot. I mean, and Taven's not no fucking bum. He might be exactly what the New Japan fucking audience wants to see. I mean, it's just basically tryout matches. They want to see if it works. They want to see how they are when they come behind that curtain. I mean, that's how New Japan is. If you don't come there and respect the company, you'll never come back. I mean, he might come there and fucking just wow them. And, you know, you might see him again and again and again. I mean, I'm not shocked at all. I mean, there's a few guys that are not going there that I'm shocked at, you know, haven't lately. But
yeah,
I don't get nuts.
That's great for Taven going to New Japan. I know, Skip, you still waiting for that, or hopefully that Taven goes to PWG. But the way it looks like it's not going to happen. Well, let's just hope it doesn't happen. But I know you're still waiting for that PWG moment. But don't worry, you'll see.
I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. If it was going to happen, it should have happened at Bola. So.
But
here's
don't worry, man.
Here's the deal, though. That's why Ring of Honor is going to protect themselves. Think about it. They're watching their guys go all over the world and having these fucking unbelievable matches. Well, they're fucking thinking this attitude. Well, why can't we have these matches here? We'll just fucking stop them from going, and then they'll have to watch us. So if you're a big Taven head, if you're a big Taven fan, Skits, they're basically going to force you to watch the product, to watch Taven. And it's smart. Yeah. It's protecting the company. And listen, I don't want Ring of Honor to fucking fold. Yeah, I'm torn a little bit, of course, but guess what? I've been going to Ring of Honor since 2002. I mean, I'm going to be a little bit more loyal. You know, PWG's not right down the block for me. You know, I'm a little bit torn here, you know, because I saw the history, you know, and I mean, in person. I'm not sad at all that Ring of Honor is saving themselves, unlike, you know, other companies in America.
Yeah. And, well,
I don't want them to die.
Right now.
I don't want them to die either. I mean, I just want everybody to work together. Shit, you know. I mean, apparently that's not.
Well, that's what's bad. That's what's bad about the company in America. Everybody does work with each other. I mean, it's almost getting to the point where big matches ain't going to mean dick. I mean, that's what's great about American promotions back in the day. If you wanted to watch certain guys or certain feuds, you watch this or you watch that. Now you can watch anything and see a fucking Kyle O'Reilly versus fucking Adam Cole anywhere. And I think they need to shore that up.
You do make a good point.
They need to shore that up.
How many times have we seen the Bucks versus Bad Influence, Oscar?
Yeah.
I saw him 3 times live. You know, I can name 2: Coincidential, House of Hardcore in San Diego, and PWG. And you know what? It wouldn't shock me at all if that IWL show that's taking place here in California the next day after PWG, they do a match right there. Because I remember Young Bucks are the IWL Tag Team Champs.
Well, would you rather see this, though, basically a meaningless match like that, because that's what it's become, or would you like to see, like I know I said this on Vox the other day, the Bucks versus London and Kendrick or something like that, or just anybody you know that could work, have a program, like a 2-3 month program on television with storylines. I would rather see that right now than just some random fucking show in Massachusetts that I'm not going to see for 2 months. I'd rather see 4 great workers on television in the United States. That's why everyone's turning their head to the fucking land of the rising sun right now, is because we could see that all in one place because it's on its own planet. They need to fucking shore this shit up, because I don't want to watch Kyle O'Reilly, Roddy Strong, and Reseda, and then next week some fucking place in Phoenix, and then the next week in fucking Florida. You know what I mean? I don't want to see it all over the fucking country.
It's funny. I mean, it's funny that we are mentioning this because it's happening. I believe Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae are going to face Pepper Park and what's the girl's name? His girlfriend. Got her name right now.
Can't hear you.
Hey,
Cherry
you guys
Bomb.
are breaking up.
Cherry Bomb. And Cherry Bomb.
Yeah.
Like twice in like 2 weeks.
Hey, Kitch, you're breaking up, bro.
While he's fixing this shit, Oscar, I think what's getting lost here is actual promotions, because there's so many alphabet fucking promotions out there. You know, there's BBC fucking promotions, there's ZLW, there's a million. Just it's like a lottery. I just make it up. And what's getting lost is when a fucking wrestler or wrestlers have a fucking good match, you just are concentrating on the wrestlers. Oh yeah, they had a good match in some city. Instead of saying, oh, in AIW there was a fucking great match. Because there's so many fucking promotions. And not that that's a bad thing, but it's kind of just watered down because there's so fucking many. You know what I mean? There needs someone to fucking step into the fucking light in America besides the WWE and take center stage for a little bit, just to shore this shit up a little bit and give fucking these workers that are going around the country putting on awesome matches and filling fucking high schools all across the fuck America, especially in the Northeast, to see them on TV. I know everyone's saying, well, TNA. It's sad when TNA don't know and the fans don't know what the fuck's going to happen in 2 months. Not a good fucking thing, no matter what they're going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on primetime NBC. Yeah, right. Come on. They're going to be on fucking some public access station followed by Wayne's World.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
His brothers.
You're breaking up, bro.
I'm fired up. Fuck this.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you know what's funny about TNA is I didn't even watch today's Impact, and you had time to watch it. But who else saw Impact? You guys seen Impact?
I actually heard it was pretty fucking good. I actually have a DVR and I was going to watch it after the show. I watch it. I love Joe. I love the guys.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad. Joe's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But
yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen to him in 2 months, and that to me is fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, Joe and Austin Aries could be gone in a few months. So if TNA loses these two guys, what the hell are they going to do? Bobby Roode's your top guy. To me, I'm struggling to figure out who's the face of TNA. Obviously in WWE, it's John Cena. New Japan is fucking Tanahashi. But who's the face of TNA right now? That's what I'm struggling to figure out. Is it Bobby Roode?
Well,
it's Samoa Joe?
They're struggling.
Yeah.
They're struggling with that right now. They're struggling just to figure out what they're going to do, let alone worry about a face.
And you know what's fucked up? That network that I'm hearing rumors that they're going to move to, if they are exactly going to move that network, I don't have that channel, so I'm not going to be watching Impact unless if it comes on the internet the next day or so. But I'm not going to be watching the program, and there's going to be people like me, if they're depending on ratings, they're not going to be watching that damn show. So,
I mean, I'll watch it, but if it is Velocity or whatever the fuck, WG in America, which I doubt it will be, they're not going to have the same revenue that they have on Spike, and then that means they're not going to be able to pay the guys that they have on the roster. And I could see Austin Aries and Samoa Joe fucking going for greener pastures. And that's the thing. I'm watching fucking TNA, and I'm going, man, there's some great guys here, but I can't emotionally attach myself to the show because I don't know if they're going to be there. But boy, I could dream where they might go. So I'm actually not paying attention to it. I'm watching the matches, don't get me wrong, but I'm actually thinking while I'm watching it, man, it'd be cool if Samoa Joe and CM Punk get together. Man, it'll be great if Austin Aries and fucking Kota Ibushi get together. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking shit like that. TNA needs to fucking TNA needs to make me stop fucking thinking that real quick.
TNA needs to shut everybody up. To be honest with you, they need to shut the whole world up because everybody, a lot of people have been doubting them for a long time. They need to just show everybody, look, we're as good as promotion.
What Skit said. I agree with everything Skit said. I didn't understand what he said, but I agree with him.
Yeah. And plus, Dixie Carter cannot make it like, oh, yeah, we're just another promotion. We're just going to let Sting go to the WWE or Hulk Hogan go to WWE. Just fuck it, We just going to let him go like that. Fuck it. We're not re-signing Peter Avalon back.
Do you think, and I don't want to talk about WWE at all, please, but do you think that they must feel like total dickbags right now that fucking Jim Ross is doing sound bites saying the best professional wrestling on the planet, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and that sound bite and those fucking promos for the pay-per-view coming up. I mean, that just must make Vince and fucking whoever just kind of be salty. And if they don't do something about that, then they can go fuck themselves. I mean, you know what's sad? They probably don't care. That's what's sad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't care. They're not paying attention right now. But if this thing goes up, then they should start worrying. Like when TNA, at the time when everybody thought TNA was coming after them back in 2010, when Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff got there, they didn't even think TNA was a threat. So right now they just probably seeing this is not no threat. So fuck it. No. We just sit there and watch. So.
And dudes, and I know people are fucking eating shit when AJ left TNA, which was a great decision. And there's goofballs out there. A lot of them. I stood in line next to them at a bunch of fucking shows, and I've heard them on Twitter and jagoffs and saying, "Oh, AJ's not WWE material. AJ couldn't hack it." Their motherfucker. Half the roster couldn't hack what AJ did this year. That's number one. So they look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And
AJ Styles had
now you have
year.
another guy. You have another guy who's there right now that I think could fucking step right into WWE and has the legacy. And Vince loved his father. Loved him. Is Bobby Roode. And if anyone don't think Bobby Roode can fucking make it up there, they're fucking crazy. So
yeah, I think
that's another guy that I'm thinking, where's he go?
Bobby Roode, look, he's not lying. Like, he is the it factor. Like, he has the look. He has that look for the WWE. He will fit well over there.
I always want to know what the fuck happened. That I remember he was in talks to go to WWE a long time ago. This is during the Team Canada days. His contract with TNA was running out, and I don't know what the fuck happened, but WWE pretty much had him. But then somehow he re-signed with TNA. I never know what the full story was happened there, but he wasn't talking WWE at the time.
I'm sure he's probably trying to get leverage. That's what happens. A lot of them will threaten to go, and then they don't, and then the same company signs them. It's just probably he was teasing it, But he could sure go now. And I know when he was TNA champ with that Austin Aries run, when him and Austin Aries were feuding, I thought Bobby Roode was one of the best wrestlers on the planet at that point in time. For a little while there, he was fucking phenomenal. He had the whole ring intro going. He was hot. All right, and I'm not saying hot like I want to bone the guy. I'm saying hot. And
come on, we know you're a nerd.
And I think he could have went then, but I could see Vince fucking using him, and maybe he won't. I don't know. Maybe they don't want him. Maybe they're not his fucking cup of tea. But it wouldn't shock me either. But
I don't know. With Vince McMahon coming out and what it says about the UK crowd, I don't know if he's thinking or if he's going up in age and he's thinking some crazy shit like how Al Davis used to run the Raiders. I don't know.
Well, I know one thing. When I don't understand why you would go off on a great fucking city like Liverpool and fucking make jokes about that city, a fucking historic city like that in that country, and say that Liverpool sounds like a fucking disease that old people get. I mean, that's just fucking retarded. I don't know. I mean, I know they're saying, oh, he was just joking. Start laughing, Chris. No, I just don't get it. Why don't you fucking put on a good match then? Why don't you, instead of coming out, why don't you get the next two motherfuckers that walk past you and get in both of their faces and say, light it up. You guys got 20 minutes. And just so sit the fuck down and go watch them go at it.
It's funny.
Out there and,
it's stupid. That Raw, you have two of the top stars, Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose, wasn't even on that show.
Well, there you go. It's like they're dragging their feet on purpose. It's like to me, it just seems like because they can't be this dumb. They can't be, and it's just to me, it's like they're dragging their feet on purpose so everybody else could catch up to them on purpose. I'm not saying this is happening, but to me, it's what it feels like because nobody's this fucking retarded. You see all these shoots and how they act to people in the back, and Triple H is a fucking cunt bag, and everyone thinks he's the savior. Okay, and come on, stop fooling yourself. And you think that they would be dragging their feet. That's right. Isn't that the perception? Or are they just fucking stupid? Not that I want to talk about it, but anyway.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Anyway, Ring of Honor.
I mean, let's talk about some matches that Ring of Honor have booked.
Yeah.
You got ACH and you have Mr. I'm just calling him Evan Bourne, but Matt Sydal. They're going to be facing each other at Final Battle.
Yeah. I mean, interesting show. I mean, the fact that it's not at Hammerstein is pretty fucking crazy for me, which is pretty sad too.
Road to Final Battle.
Okay. Where's it at? I forget. What city is it in?
Where's that?
I forget where's that. But this is a big couple months for them. They got to shine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ACH versus anybody. I mean, make it good, and make it stick. I mean, that's what they got to do. They got to make us fucking watch a match and fucking say, "It's Ring of Honor, man. This is all they need to do in the next 4 months." And have us say, "Man, this Ring of Honor is stepping up. They're fucking really stepping up." That's where they need to head. Forget about putting on great matches. Just fucking make the product fucking worth fucking watching, buying, torrenting. I don't give a fuck. Just get some more buzz on the product because, I stand in lines and I hear people.
Yeah, that just got me thinking. Like, if they do what you're doing, Chris. I mean, what they're saying, Chris. Like, this is Ring of Honor. You come watch our shit. You're not coming to PWG. You're watching our shit now. Why not they do? Let's say they do another show on the West Coast, and this is like, okay, you're not gonna see it in PWG. The only way you're gonna see it, we're coming to LA. You're watching Ring of Honor right here.
Yeah.
People will come. People will come.
Now you tell me this. How about this, Oscar? You guys live on the West Coast. Let's say fucking Ring of Honor did do this fucking not allowing fucking their guys to go to PWG, but they come to Vegas It's the only way you're going to see Kyle O'Reilly or Adam Cole. Your asses are driving the fucking 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
You see what I'm saying? So it's actually brilliant. Maybe they are making the move to come to the West Coast a little more. And they're not going to get that many people from Reseda, LA, San Diego, all those cats to go to Vegas if they're coming to fucking Reseda every 6 weeks. You know what I mean?
See, those shows in March, that's like almost like a test. If they get a lot of attendees, hell yeah, they're coming back to the West Coast for some kind of show. They're going to come back for sure. Those Vegas and San Francisco shows, they're going to freaking do something.
I lived in Vegas, okay? They like wrestling. They love it. And believe me, and they do. And they will show up for that show. No doubt. They fucking love wrestling.
Well, I'm telling you this, though. I'm going to my first Ring of Honor show in March, so can't wait for that. And
I'm excited.
Chris, you're going to see Matt Taven for the first time, so get ready.
I'm excited, period. Just to be at a Ring of Honor, environment is going to be different, different promotion, and I'm just hyped, just to see how a Ring of Honor show is live,
It's going to be interesting to see all the dudes. It's going to be interesting to see all the dudes that I've seen for the past fucking how many years that go to East Coast shows to see how many make that trip to Vegas and to see him in the crowd, like Streamer Guy and shit like that. I don't know if you guys know him, but he goes everywhere. And it's going to be interesting. Or they're going to get a new batch of fans. Either way, it's going to work. It's going to be great. And I think and it goes back to the question Oscar asked at the beginning of the show. Is this a rumor or isn't it? Well, the moves that Ring of Honor is going to be doing to save themselves, I hope it's not a rumor. I hope it's true, to tell the truth. And PWG will be fine. They'll be fine. I mean, they're not going to have a handful of guys, but guess what? Those handful of guys that they're talking about not coming are going to be in another promotion anyway in the next 5 years anyway. And they need to PWG needs to shine a light on some more local guys anyway, because they have great local talent in LA, and I think they need to start making that show. And I will not be as bad at all.
Let me ask you a question, Chris, because I know you pay attention to what's going on down here in SoCal.
Yeah,
if you were the promoter for PWG and you had to put the spotlight on a wrestler or a tag team out here, who would it be for PWG to put some shine on?
Well, absolutely. You got to start with two people, and everyone knows who it is. And it's not a shock. It's PB Ray, and I think Rockness Monsters need to be on that fucking list right out of the gate. And I think you handpick anybody you want in fucking Championship Wrestling for Hollywood. I mean, you just go down the fucking line. I mean, I think the worst thing you should do is only concentrate on one guy or two guys. I think you need to concentrate on the entire scene, because that scene's still that scene. It's just gotten away from a little bit. I think Dragon's fucking getting a little fucking happy for East Coast guys and bringing them in, and getting them big pops. But I think he's forgotten the eye on the prize is that sometimes California wants to see California. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And don't fucking cut that lifeline before they're all gone. I mean, I don't know about you, but when I used to go, I got pumped when I saw Kendrick, when I saw Yuma, when I saw Good Time, when I saw fucking PB Ray. That was some of the fucking funnest shit that I've seen when Roach is fucking doing his gig before the fucking match. A lot of people don't see what goes on, that party that goes on before they enter the ring. I mean, that's the best shit, of the night. I mean, the shit that don't make the DVD. That's, for me, is the stuff that stands out the most. And it always seems like it's a guy from the fucking area that's fucking hyping the crowd the most. The Willie Max, and the list goes on and on. I think you shine the light on everybody, right?
Yeah.
All of them. How about this? Since they're so cutting edge, and they're going to have a lack of talent coming to PWG, why don't you have a SoCal night? Make
that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Just SoCal night, whatever the fuck, or whatever, the whole California night, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, just have a night, just bring nothing but SoCal talent, and there's some talent out of SoCal would love to work in PWG or have worked in the past, would love to come back, like Little Cholo. He wants to come back. Why not bring him back in? Eli Everfly wants to be in
exactly.
PWG.
I was going to say, Eli Everfly wants to work for PWG. Eli Everfly is one of those guys that I think a lot of folks need to look out for. I remember when you two always just talk about him, and I said I'll catch him and blah, 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 and then I finally, caught on to him. I love this guy. He kind of reminds me, I don't know, not he doesn't remind me all the way of Kyle O'Reilly, but he's a technical dude, and I like that type of shit. So, you know.
Well, you obviously in PWG you'd probably put him up against a Peter Avalon right out of gate, both thin dudes, just to fucking get the crowd familiar with the guy. Because you can't put him with a fucking Brian Cage, which would be funny. But I don't know. I watch Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I have since the inception. I still do. I TiVo it every fucking time it's on. I watch EWF on fucking my computer. I try to watch fucking Santino, and I don't miss it. But Jesus Christ, is that fucking fuzzy? But I still love it.
There's a couple of Santino guys who I would like to see in PWG. I would love to see Chad. No, fuck no. I'm sorry. If I see that guy, if he ever comes to PWG, I am walking.
Easy, low, easy. Look how nice coming.
I'm walking outside, taking a smoke, and I don't smoke.
What?
All right.
Get smoked?
All right, back to what I was saying. Chad Cabrera, everyone. Tyler Bateman, another one.
Yeah.
Just a lot of names. We can go down the list, but
B-Boy.
B-Boy, bring him back. B-Boy's always done.
I think he'll come back. He'll come back.
But that's the thing. I mean, and I think that, and I know a lot of people are going to look at it as if they're forced to do it. Well, I hope PWG don't look at it that way. I hope they look at it that they were like, ooh, shit, boy, did we take our eye off the fucking prize a little bit. And not that anything that they did hurt the product. It actually fucking helped them because, you know, you got the fucking stars of the world on there. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you never know what's going to happen in this business, and you got to fucking go back to the fucking roots. I don't know. I've been watching the fucking old PWG lately. I did back in the day, but I like to watch it again, the old 03, 04 shit. All local guys. Occasionally spread around with some fucking Christopher Daniels, some Colts, some Kaz, you know what I mean? AJs. But, man, it was the funniest matches were the fucking local guys. And I don't know. And I'm sure you guys won't be upset about it.
Yeah, if they lose Ring of Honor time, fuck it. I'll still go to the shows. You know, even if they fucking do a WWN one night talent show, fuck it. I'll go still. You know, I'm still gonna go to these shows no matter what. So it's not like okay, we got no more Ring of Honor. Okay, PWG's dead. Hell no, it's not dead. No. I just feel like how it was 5 years ago. You know, when they brought the local talent mixed with Ring of Honor talent. But instead of Ring of Honor talent, you got guys like Gargano and Chuck Taylor just going to be probably just doing like how they did 5 years ago with the Ring of Honor guys were doing. That's basically how
and they could, and in one fell swoop, they could fucking suck the fucking the local fans right into it, right back into PWG that's been straying, maybe if there is any. You make like a SoCal title or something
like that? There's a couple.
Forget it.
I was going to say, there's a couple of, SoCal fans out here that won't even go back to PWG because they don't even focus on SoCal wrestlers.
I hear it. I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot of dudes who live here because they like that, exactly what I'm saying. They like that feeling that it's like when you go to fucking New Jersey, you see New Jersey talent. When you go to fucking Philly, you see Philly talent. You go to New York, you fucking see New York. And you know that. When I went to L.A., I went to get into that fucking scene because I fucking been going wrestling my whole fucking life. And when I see a scene on television, I want to see it in person. And when I went there the fucking first time, I felt it. And I felt the local, the pride, you know what I'm saying? And now me going the past couple shows, I'm starting to feel like, hey, man, I see these guys in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? I like them. The reason why I went is because guys I could never see. And it's not like that anymore.
Yeah. Definitely. It's almost like you're saying you wish to have it's like almost like bringing back the 80s territorial thing. But the thing is, though, is that you're going everywhere. Territorial was different back in those days. You know, it's always a certain area you can see them.
It's flooding the market. And don't get me wrong, I like the fact that Candice LeRae is going to be showing up in AIW, quite a bit in the future. We all know that. We know what's going on with Gargano. So LeRae is going to be coming, and people like that. But I knew Johnny Yuma and Good Time and PB Ray weren't coming to fucking to the East Coast. So I got on the fucking plane and went.
But I'm not going to come to L.A. I'm not coming to L.A. to watch fucking Chuck Taylor. I love Chuck Taylor. Nothing against him. I love him. He's one of my favorites. But I'm not going to watch Chuck Taylor versus Trent. I could see that in TGUSA. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this shit, that I can't see, or I'm not going. That's just it, I guess.
You know what it sounds like? If they do a SoCal non-PWG, Chris is going to be booking his flight right away. That's what it sounds like. If that does happen.
and listen, and I know PWG, the people who own it are not fucking crying right now. I mean, but I know it's costing them an arm and a leg to bring these guys in, but at the same time, they're making a good living too. But they could still charge the same amount for a little while for lesser talent and make a killing. It would still sell out in 30 seconds. It's still.
Dude, that place is super packed. You can barely walk in there, but hey, I love it. They can still charge $55 for front row. They can get away from it. People can't complain to them, but they can still have that money. Hey, it even saves them more money because if you think about it, they bring in SoCal talent. They don't have to waste money on freaking flights and shit. You don't have to pay a Michael Elgin flight, an ACH flight. You're saving your money right there. Pretty much.
All right. I have another question. Do you think they'll start bringing in talents from Canada, like a Monster Mafia?
Canada's rough right now, dude. Really hard. I mean, Silesia Sparks is banned for 5 years.
Sparks?
Yeah, Silesia Sparks is banned for 5 years. Okay, from coming to the United States. I mean, it's fucked up. I mean, they really cracked down on it. I mean, especially with all this ISIS shit going on. I mean, the borders are stiff right now, and these people are on fucking TV, and they're recognizing them at the gate, and they're not allowing them to come over, because they don't have visas. And I doubt if PWG is going to put all their fucking, eggs in one basket. Or I don't know if that's the fucking terminology I want to use, but they're not going to put their light on something that might not be there. You know what I mean? And that's why I think Ethan Page and fucking Alexander is concentrating on companies that are close to the border. It's hard to come from LA from Canada. Yeah, that's in Canada. But I'm saying they're concentrating on Ring of Honor. They're concentrating on shit like that, AIW, because it's easier to get to those places than it is to fucking fly to California right now. And I can't see. I can't see Dragon going, you know what? I'm going to put the strap on Ethan Page. I'm sure they would love to, but it's hard. You can't trust it. Yeah. See, Super Smash Bros. Haven't came back from. Remember when they were tag team champs? It took them 6 months to return to PWG. Jesus fucking Christ! I don't think he wants to go through that again. So and they're going through some shit. It's hard for them to get over. And it's a shame that Silesia Sparks, you won't see her for a long time. And I was seeing her every fucking month in Cleveland. Yeah, I probably won't even see her. Probably never going to see her. But see skits, right? You see the skits? I could see Monster Mafia just appear for DDT4, and that's it. That's looked like a highly possible chance you'll see Monster Mafia and PWG. So, and that might be too much to ask. It's that hard. I mean, it's that hard to get over the border right now. And I hear it all the time when I go to Cleveland because, of course, that's right by the border. And you hear it all the time. I mean, they're cracking down on it. And it sucks, But visas are fucking expensive. And, you're going to have to bite the bullet. And the thing is, if you get caught once, okay. But if you get caught twice, man, that's 5 years. And 5 years in this business, jeez, Yeah. Especially a girl like Silesia, I mean, who's fucking not only talented, but, fucking right now she's in her prime of her life, not only in the ring-wise, but fucking just by her looks alone. I mean, yeah. I mean, we all know what her moneymaker is. I mean, she's a fucking beautiful fucking woman, but you don't see her for 5 years. I mean, what the fuck? You're going to forget about it. I mean,
it's crazy
on TV all day.
It's crazy you just mentioned Silesia because I was actually watching a documentary, The Battle of the Sexes, from AIW put out earlier on Twitter. I don't know if you guys caught that. Yeah, I went to that show. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and watch that show because it looked like her and, what's my boy's name? I don't know why. Sometimes I fucking forget these guys' names when I'm just about to say their name. What's her?
Ethan Page?
No, it wasn't Ethan Page when she wrestled. He used to be in Ring of Honor. The Ink.
No, what?
Monster? No, I forgot. You know what? It'll come back to me.
You know
Kingston.
what? That show you're talking about?
Kingston.
Oh, Eddie Kingston. Yeah, Eddie Kingston.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. And Duke was the manager, is Eddie Kingston's manager, and Silesia and Eddie Kingston had this little thing going. She picked him up on her shoulders. Fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember when we had her on the show.
Duke's
yeah, I remember. Yeah, remember a skit we had on the show. She was like, she could squat me because of my weight. I only weigh back then. I weighed 220.
Let me tell you something. I've seen that woman face to face. Okay, and first of all, her fucking face is beautiful. Best smile I've ever fucking seen. But anyway, that chick will fucking maul you. She will maul you.
I believe you.
I'm not lying, dude. Her legs are fucking so strong. You might get something on her, but if she grabs you, she's picking you up. Okay.
Yeah.
She's fucking stunning.
Yeah, I see that. I feel that. The way she said it on the show, I was like, God damn, fuck that shit. I ain't fucking around with this chick.
Hey, if she picked up Duke, who's about fucking, I don't know, I'm gonna say 260, and she picked him up, there you go. I mean, and he's a big cat. And she picked him up like nothing.
All I can say to this, Silesia can rock my world any time of the day, if you know what I mean.
It's unfortunate for me because I get to see her, and unfortunately I can't. Which, by the way, the show coming up the 28th is going to be awesome in Cleveland. So,
you lucky fucker! I know you're happy to see EC3. Oh, you're
gonna be a good fucking night.
How's hardcore?
Yeah, this couple days. Look at that fucking look at the poster of that card. You know?
I'm fucking jealous because that card looks better than the one that me and Chris Kitts went in San Diego. You know, this is a fucking better card than that. So I'm like, damn you, Chris.
Well, you know why? It's Dreamer's baby, and it's Dreamer's baby, and it's fucking Dreamer's home. I mean, and Rob Feinstein's home for years. It's the arena. It's Rittner and Swanson and Rittner, man, and it's the Oregon Diner right down the fucking road. I mean, hey, I'm going there. I'll be there at fucking 11 a.m. hanging out, fucking grubbing at someone's house, either drinking and eating food, and then going to the fucking show.
2300 Arena, featuring a live meet.
Wow, I just went to their website and all that shit came up.
This guy.
Yeah.
I was looking for a card.
I mean, look at there's the Wolves versus KES. Harry Smith and Lance Archer. You got fucking Aries versus Drew Galloway. Crazy. EC3 versus Tommy Dreamer. Old school Extreme Rules. The Hardys versus the fucking Young Bucks, dude.
Yeah.
In the ECW arena. Crazy. Christian York, Brian Myers, Eddie Kingston, and Jigsaw. That has mad history to that. Going way back. Way back. C.W. Anderson, for Christ's sake. That's going way back.
C.W. Anderson, yeah.
Velvet Sky. I get to see Velvet Sky's ass. I am pretty happy about that. Yeah, pretty happy about that. Thea Trinidad too. Hot. Rosita. I'm all over it, dude. I'm not being a mark. I'm just happy. I'm a mark about one thing. I'm fucking happy that, and I haven't been there in a few years. And I'm really excited to see what they've done to the place. Is a place that I've been to a million times. Is the arena. That place, to me, will always be the greatest place I've ever been. And it's not the best place, but it's the greatest place in my eyes.
Yeah.
And to stand on the side of that wall again, outside, it's crazy.
Man, if ECW was still around today, I'll fucking make an effort to go to one of those shows out there. So
it was an insane time, man. It was there's nothing I could say to tell you how it was at that time. We're talking before internet. This is before internet and anything, all that shit. It was just a crazy time.
I know. Yeah. Well, what were you saying, Skits?
No, so who do you guys think any wrestler Austin Aries is going to wrestle for the Open Challenge?
It's Drew
Galloway. I think they already announced it, right? It's Galloway.
Oh, okay.
It's Drew Galloway, yeah. So, That's gonna be. I think. I don't know. A lot of people are not thinking about this, but I think it's gonna be a great match in those two. So, and that crowd, ECW crowd. They're smart. So they're not a bunch of idiots. They're not idiots.
They're smartest.
They're the
smartest crowd ever.
Yeah.
Smartest crowd ever.
I don't. You know what I'm hoping is when you for that crowd to do. I know you guys are like. I know you're an EC3 fan, but I just want him to destroy him for some reason because of his character in TNA. You know.
Well, here's two things. Obviously, and here's another match that no one's fucking talking about except me, I guess. But on podcasts is I'm gonna change the subject real quick and I'll come back. Ethan Carter versus Johnny Gargano in Cleveland on the 28th at AIW.
Yeah.
Now, Ethan Carter there will get a standing ovation, and so will Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
And so will Rockstar Spud. Right down the line. They're all going to get fucking ovations because that's how it is. They're loyal. But in the ECW arena, it could go either way. It will be awesome, absolutely fucking awesome and mesmerizing for me, and it will bring back a lot of fucking flashbacks and a lot of emotion if they boo him like they can. You know what I mean? There's no place in the world that Philly heat, that New York heat, there's nothing, you will never see anything like it in your life. And it is almost to the point where you stop even, you just look at the crowd. You know, they catch you. But at the same time, they respect talent, and they're not dumb. And they might fucking cheer his ass. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that's going to go. Okay?
You know what? At the same time, you got to think, if EC3 wants heat from this crowd,
get it.
He has to say something about, my aunt is the promotion of the number one promotion of TNA or something like that, you know?
He'll crush the building. He'll crush the building.
Yeah. Or unless you say TNA's a better product than House of Hardcore, or better than ECW was, and then hell yeah. Come on, EC3. I hope he's listening. He can I'm giving him ideas to get heat. You know.
I'm just interested to see what they've I'm interested to see what they've done to the place because I heard it's unrecognizable inside. It's bigger. It just doesn't look. Even the entrance, there's a photo I have on my Twitter where I took a picture next to the old entrance. It's just fucking two doors in the corner. It's just so fucking ancient trademark symbol. I heard that's gone. Even the entrance to the building's gone, which is wild. And I heard inside it don't look anything like the ECW arena. So when you watch it or ever you watch it, it's not what you've seen on TV. I heard it's totally renovated, which is great for business, but you know what I mean. It's going to be weird. It's going to be bigger.
I know about a year ago or so, or sometime this year. I remember you sent me a picture when you were outside the arena. But what was the last time you actually went inside?
Jeez, it was the Larry Sweeney King of Trios memorial. When that night, I think it was 2011, and I don't know how many shows have been there since, but yeah, that was a fucked up night. But that dude would have been, he would have been the best. But yeah, it's been going on 4 years. 4 years.
All right, 4 years.
And this is coming from a guy who went from '94 to 2000. And then went from 2000, whenever Ring of Honor started taping shows, you know what I mean? I've been there a million times, so.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm in Philly or on the East Coast, I always, either me, when I'm by myself, or with my wife, I always get off I-95 real quick, takes 2 minutes, and I fucking go touch it. Because I'm a fucking fan, because I'm a mark, because I'm always under the impression that the next time I don't see it, you'll get knocked down. You know what I mean? I'll never see it again, so I always pay homage. Because you always feel that it's going to get knocked. It was being used. I always thought it was going to get knocked down. So if I get to see it one more time, give it a touch, get the fuck out. It takes 2 minutes.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Speaking of ECW, on the WWE Network, they had a special called ECW Exposed, which I'm pretty sure both of you guys caught that.
Yeah, I thought that.
I actually liked it. It was pretty good. Seeing the guys basically talk about the company and just learning shit that, a lot of fans probably don't know. And I'm pretty sure a lot of your regular fans don't know that there's more than just Devon and Bubba. You know what I mean?
I'm happy how they set it up, though. Educate, like, the newer generation or guys didn't pay attention back in the day, ECW, what it was and how it was. But I'm also happy that they're going to put in the Rise and Fall of ECW on the network this Friday. So that's something you should watch, Sketch. Yeah, you should watch it, Sketch. It was a great documentary, you can say, or whatever. I had the DVD. I don't know what happened to it. Somebody jacked it, but oh well. But it was great, though. And ECW was great. Like I said in the show, I remember how I started watching it. It was from my uncle. He would always record and for me because I didn't have ECW at the area I lived. So he had it. So every time I go visit him, I watch maybe like 2 to 4 episodes every time I go visit him. So, I mean, those are great times, and it was great to see like guys like I was familiar with, like Bam Bam Bigelow going in there and introducing to new characters or new wrestlers like Mikey Ripwreck. Then he went to WCW. I was like, oh, I know who he is, Mikey Ripwreck, yeah. and
it's hard to explain.
Huh?
It's hard to. It's very hard to explain.
Yeah.
By the way, real quick, the last time I was there was April 15th through the 17th in 2011. But I get what Oscar's saying. It's hard for him to put into words, and it's really harder to put into words because there's nothing that we could say that you could go look at right now unless you have the originals on DVD or you buy them from eBay or whatever the fuck. Because what they're showing on that network is not remotely anything close to what it was. I mean, and it starts with that fucking, I'm harping on a lot, that music. The music that they're fucking showing on that fucking show is killing it, and it makes it unwatchable. And I showed you guys an example last night. It was cutting edge. It was sarcastic. It was fucking everything, and it was exactly what you wanted to watch on television. But what they're showing is it's neutered. And the matches are still the matches. I don't watch those matches. But what made ECW great was what was going before, in between the matches. It's kept your eye on the prize, and I just wish they would have left it alone. I have everyone on DVD. When I want to watch ECW, I watch those. I do not watch the network. I'll watch the documentaries, the Exposed, and all that shit. But I won't watch the TV shows. I'll watch my own, the ones I take.
Yeah.
I can't do it. It makes me sick.
I remember when you were mentioning that on Vox or whatever. I mean, I was thinking about it at one point about the whole music, and I was thinking, should we really blame WWE for that? To me, I would blame either the guy who invented Napster or the band Metallica, because if you go back to 2001, there was a huge lawsuit to Napster because there was file sharing.
Yeah, I get that. But there was more than just there was more than just Enter Sandman. I mean, there was, like I said, for example, last night, the one thing they showed was when Cactus left, and I said this on Vox. I was like, and I was there, dude. When Cactus left, he was saying goodbye. We all know he's going to WWE. And him and Steve Richards and Blue Meanie acted like the Rockettes and danced to New York, New York. That's New York is WWF. That's what they call it. And it was so fucking perfect, and they fucking walked out of the fucking ECW arena in New York, basically telling us fans to go fuck ourselves. But we were so fucking into it that we fucking loved it. You know what I mean? And Philly crowd, the Philly crowd who hates New York, singing New York, New York, was insane in itself. And they edited that song and put some cheesy fucking German fucking techno fucking music. I don't even know what the fuck it was. And I was just like, oh my God, there goes the joke. The joke's gone. And I know I'm nitpicking here, but Natural Born Killers. What?
Yeah.
They don't play that?
Man.
I know.
Pay Dre whatever he wants. Please, I'll help. Get a Kickstarter for that.
I don't know how much you have to pay Dr. Dre or any artist or band put music in there, but
get a Kickstarter.
It just sucked. Like you said, it all started from the whole Napster bullshit. Then, ever since then, artists, bands, they just fucking been really strict with their music. Yeah.
Vince hates paying music rights, and he will not pay music rights.
Back in the 90s, back in the 90s, no one give a shit. Like, at least our music's out there. You know, like guys like Alice in Chains, Metallica, or Pantera, they didn't give a shit.
What it was, and this is the truth, this is how underground ECW was, and it was also a moment. They were so underground. They were under the radar. So really, nobody even knew it was even airing on TV. I mean, I know you had to pay. I know you had to pay the rights to Metallica, Paul E. But besides that, it was so under the radar that none of those fucking bands even knew. You know what I'm saying? So it was a totally different time. I mean, it was crazy. Tommy Dreamer coming out to Alice in Chains. I mean, the crowds are going hot. Now, I don't even know what he comes out for on the network.
Dude, I fucking marked out. I fucking marked out in House of Hardcore when he came out of that song. I was like, holy shit! I was fucking marking out like a motherfucker, dude. And I've seen Tommy Dreamer before, but not coming out to Alice in Chains, you know. I was fucking marking
unless
out.
Unless you lived it like Oscar. I mean, Skits. I don't know if he did. It's hard for us to tell you. Okay.
To be honest with you, like, I really wasn't the biggest, ECW guy, fan. But, I knew who was in that promotion. It's not like I watched it.
How old were you? How old were you? Like in 95, 90?
I'm 29 now, so... I was more WWE and WCW, the whole little war that they had going on, to be honest with you.
See, what it was, unless you watched wrestling and were totally into wrestling before ECW was on the map, you really couldn't understand that it was being an anti-establishment. And if you watched ECW, you knew it was something different, and you were fucking all for it. But if you didn't watch wrestling before ECW or you're getting into it now, you don't understand what ECW was doing back then was anti-establishment. You're just watching it as because what everyone's telling you what to do. Back then, we watched it because we knew it was different. We knew it was the best thing on TV. It's different now. It's hard for me it'll be hard for me to explain to my kid. It'll be hard for me to explain to you. You had to live it, and you had to know what it was all about.
Another thing, Chris, I didn't know what channel. I didn't know what channel it was back then either. So
it was hard to find, and I think that's what's missing. And then what's unfortunate, and I'll get back to it. Here they go. They're going to be able to reintroduce everybody to the product, and they're neutering it. And so what's a shame is this next generation that's going to see this fucking great promotion is not going to see it for what it was. They're going to see it as this edited whatever Vince fucking wants you to see. And that is unfortunate. And that's why I will fucking give my fucking set away to someone for free and keep that motherfucker going.
Yeah.
That shit is a treasure. I'll never get rid of that DVD.
Speaking of ECW, they also have a couple of DVDs coming out. It's actually one. They have it's called ECW Unreleased Volume 3. It's coming out January. So
there'll be more edit shit. But yeah, like what Chris said, I get
Joey Styles is going to be the host of it.
Yeah, they did a good job on the exposed thing. They did a good job on the exposed thing, him and Paul. They kept it real.
They did.
Peep this out.
Yeah.
Joey Styles is going to be the it's going to be hosted by him and BWO members Blue Meanie and Stevie Richards.
That'll be fun. That'll actually be funny.
Fine.
And another thing about Joey Styles is a lot of people seeing him now don't know what Joey Styles meant to ECW and wrestling back then. Joey Styles, at that point in time, was the best announcer in the business. He was that good for a little while there, and he was the cutting edge. Imagine this. That little guy was the most cutting-edge announcer on TV. Am I right, Oscar? He was the guy. And that's something you can't explain. You can't explain it to people today. They'll be like, what? Yeah. He was a smart ass. He was fucking brilliant. He was great.
Yeah, see, Joey Styles back then to me was like an announcer guy that I never heard before. When I was big into just the ECW product, probably was in '95 or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a different announcer than guys you've seen like Vince McMahon, Jim Ross. They were always too serious. This guy was actually funny. I remember when Rey Mysterio did a move on Psychosis, like, I know, it's Neo, and Understanding Fans. I was like, oh, shit. You'll never hear Vince McMahon, Jim Ross, Jesse Ventura doing that, you know?
And not only that, he knew the moves. He knew the cutting-edge moves that were changing before our eyes. You got to understand, back then, not only wrestling was changing, and these foreign fucking wrestling names, and not the names, not the people, but the moves, and he was nailing them and saying them, and you were like, wait a minute, fucking Jim Ross ain't gonna fucking call it like that. You know what I mean? He was the only announcer on TV that were saying those fucking what those moves were. And he was keeping up. You know what I'm saying? And you were like, whoa, this is new. You know, you knew it.
Yeah, and you know, he could say where the fuck he wanted to say too. I remember One Night Stand, the first one, when Mike Austin came out, he was ripping that guy off. And then he even brought up his old WCW gimmicks, like the fat chick thriller and all that shit. He hated Mike Austin. He was telling the whole world how much he hated him. So he fucking didn't give a fuck. You know, kids, if you ever watch, go watch One Night Stand on the network. I'm pretty sure they still have it there. I hope he didn't edit, but he was ripping Mike Awesome. You know, God rest his soul, but he was ripping Mike Awesome, and it was fucked up what he did to ECW back in those days, man. If you want to know,
the 2 things.
I already know. I saw it on the Monday Night Wars when he left and went to WCW.
Yeah, let me tell you something. That show, that Monday Night Wars with ECW, and of course the rise and fall of ECW that's coming on this week. I will give credit where credit is due. For even if it is WWE, they really, really did those 2 documentaries well, especially the last one on Monday Night War. But if anyone wants to get, you know, smartened up, I highly recommend Rise and Fall of ECW. That might be the best documentary WWE has ever done. It's really fucking good, and I'll always own it. Like I said, I'll give credit where credit's due. When ECW's projected to the people in the right light, in the right way, I'll fucking give it credit, and they did. You know, I mean, they could have went real. You know, they could have went in the behind the scenes shit, but why? Just explain it, and they did a good job.
But
good.
How he left, you know, and he signed with WCW, and I guess they brought, you know, Mike Awesome back, and they brought Taz back to take the title, basically to save, you know, their title.
They had to.
And Taz was actually signed to WWE at the time too.
Yeah, they were backed in a corner. They were really backed in a corner, and they did that.
Yeah, they had to make a desperate move, and plus, you know, at that time when Taz left, I was like, "Fuck, who the fuck could fuck with Mike Awesome?" Because back in those times, it was always Mike Awesome and Masato Tanaka for the title at the time. You know,
those matches were the best.
They were the best.
Those matches. When he fucking powerbombed him out of the ring onto a table on cement, okay, hard as he fucking can, and to the point where he dropped him on that table and he slid under cement with his head going underneath the barricade. Like, there's no padding, and it was just fucking insane. And they would always open up the show with that spot. It's fucking insane. No padding. Zip. Think about that.
Yeah, definitely. And then I remember when they announced the card for One Night Stand, and when I saw Mike Awesome name, they had to put Masato Tanaka, and it wasn't Masato Tanaka. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. So
I remember I had a bunch of people in my house for that One Night Stand, a lot of ECW heads, and that was one of the biggest pops of the night when them 2 wrestled. People got in their fucking seat to watch that because they knew. They remembered.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Here we are 20 years later, still talking about it. And like I said, it's unfortunate.
You might talk about another 20 years.
Yeah, I will. I mean, it's unfortunate that when we're dead and gone, what these kids are going to be left with, when we're not explaining anymore, is this fucking trash. And don't get me wrong, the matches, when they eventually get to the matches, like, you know, obviously when Jericho and fucking, you know, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, all those guys are wrestling because it's wrestling. The matches are awesome. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying the show, the TV show, is not presented right, and that's a shame because it's going to go on into the universe as that trash. And it's sad.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't capture the moment. It doesn't capture the moment. And I know people are like, what's this kid talking about? Dude, I'm telling you, it was a movement, and it changed the scope of professional wrestling, so I think it should be broadcasted like it should. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, House of Hardcore. we got sidetracked.
Yeah. House of fucking Hardcore. That the show you're going to this weekend, which I'm so jealous about, so I'm gonna catch a night pay-per-view somehow, some way. But just can't wait for it. Just can't wait to see how the arena looks, like you said. And, it's going to be like old-time memories, man. It's going to be like old-time memories. Like watching the ECW show. Yeah.
Good stuff. I just want to go to Oregon Diner on Oregon Avenue, eat some breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now.
Denny's. It kills Denny's, dude.
It kills.
That was gonna ask you. Was that your after show spot? Like how me and Skits go to PWG? You know, how me and Skits go to Denny's? Is that your after spot? Your spot?
More places. You've seen those Food Network shows, and there's always that top joint that makes like the greatest food of all time. I mean, that's what type of place this is.
All right. But yeah, anyways, this is gonna be House of Hardcore Saturday. People, watch that shit if you're listening. Just watch it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great show. Or go.
And if you're in the area, what is it, 15, 20, 30, I don't know. No, 15 or 20. I forget how much my ticket costs, but honestly, but whatever it is, pay for it. What the fuck else are you gonna do? You're just gonna pay. Yeah. You're just gonna go buy. You're gonna go buy porn anyway. So what the fuck?
Hey, if I was in Philadelphia, I'll be there. I probably would have bought my ticket already. Fuck it.
You still got time. Get on a plane.
I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah. Get on a plane.
Yeah.
Since we're giving out news to tell folks to do stuff, just want to throw it out there, ladies and gentlemen, for those WWE fans. This week, November 15th, WrestleMania 31 tickets go on sale. So if you want to go out there and check out WrestleMania, be sure to be by your laptops or be at the stadium or whatever to buy those tickets just to let people know. And also, just let you guys also know, there will be other shows that week in the area. So,
I mean, anybody's listening, if you're planning to go to WrestleMania, might as well check out these other shows out, like Ring of Honor, Evolve. Yeah, there's just be more shows, and I think there'll be more local shows in the Bay Area, like APW and Hood Slam. They're going to be doing shows as well, but yeah, check those shows out as well, and I'm going. That's what I'm going to go. I'm not going to just go just for WWE. I'm going to check out like Evolve, Ring of Honor, whatever shows is out there. Hell, if there's a rumored NXT takeover happens there, I'm going to try to check that out too. So, I'm going to check out the other shows out there. Hell, I might even check out Shine. Who knows? So I don't know if you're down to skip for Shine, but fuck it. We'll see what's up, man. You know, we got to come over.
To be honest with you, I'm going to throw it out there. I really want to dress up real nice and go to the Hall of Fame.
Okay, my question to you is, if it was a shitty class, will you still go?
I just want to go to say I fucking went, you know?
Yeah, because I went to one Hall of Fame. I went to one Hall of Fame when Hogan got in. It was okay. It was pretty cool, you know? But we got to see who's in the class, though. At least, like, if Sting goes in, okay, I'll go for sure for Sting, because I was a Sting fan when I was a kid, and I liked him when he had the blonde hair, and you see him Hall of Fame in person, I guess I'll go, you know? But it depends who's going to be in the class, you know? So, but you want to go to Hall of Fame, you know, we'll see. We could go. You know, I already know where he's going to be at. It's going to be in the San Jose, that arena right there in San Jose, so.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I was going to throw it out tonight, people, if you haven't watched Lucha Underground, be sure to tune into that. Lucha Underground, this is their third episode. I think they...
I'm going to ask you a question about that. Let me ask you a question about this. It was reported like this past week that Del Rio, you can do shows now in the United States. So my question to both of you guys, we will see Del Rio and Lucha Underground the next season. I
think so. I mean, he already said it. He said it in a, you know how magazines, they interview some of the wrestlers. I guess one of the magazines, they interviewed him, and he said he wants to work for Lucha, and of course, you know, we all know AAA and Lucha Underground basically, you know, work together. It's like one of them's like the farm system, if you want to say.
Yeah.
So so I wouldn't be surprised.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I was telling you guys, Lucha Underground, You guys gotta check it out. I'm pretty sure you guys saw this episode, but not the next couple of weeks they'll start bringing all these guys from AAA in, and you know, which they couldn't do in the first week of the tapings, but now they're bringing all these AAA guys. The show's gonna get much better. Trust me, I've been to the rest of the tapings. The show got better and better, and I haven't seen something like that consistently in a while. Like a promotion doing the show better every week. Like I tell you, this show is gonna be better than next week's show is gonna be better than the show you just saw. You know.
I can't wait till they show the show that I was at.
Well, it's gonna be a while. It'll probably be around January or something like that, because he went to pretty much the end of the season. So it's probably around January you'll see that show.
I know this is random, but I did not notice until I just looked. But PWG is completely sold out. Period. Wow.
Oh well.
Of course it is.
I didn't think it would, I mean, I thought at least some the general admission would be some available, you know, at least. But hey, and the title of the show is called Black Coulson.
I think Chris knows what's up about that title. I think you know what's up. Soundgarden.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's got Kyle O'Reilly, Ricochet, and Adam Cole on the poster, which is pretty dope.
All right, I gotta check that out then. I haven't seen the poster, but yeah, you just broke the news to me right now. Like, oh shit, it's sold out already. Hey, like people probably got into this fucking, or maybe people are buying that this whole show. This could be the last show that Ring of Honor talent could be in there. So they're like, you can't miss this show. So, you know, I'm not buying it until I see Kyle O'Reilly drop that title December 12th. So, like 1 month from now, if he drops the title, it's happening. So.
Definitely. Zack Sabre Jr. I know you haven't seen the match, Oscar, but that match that Chris was telling us to check out, the one that passed that he did at Noah.
Against Harada. The GHC Junior Championship at the show. I believe it was on November 4th. It was the Global League War against Harada.
That match was amazing. I know I haven't really been following Zack Sabre Jr. his whole career, but when I saw him at Bola, I was fucking amazed. And from that match, I'm even more amazed. You know, he definitely got to be one of the best wrestlers I've seen, period.
You saw in that match alone what he's capable. And that match was very short, and I think it was 17 minutes. Don't ask how I know that. And very technical as fuck. And both of those guys. And Harada, the champ, is very underrated. He's been champ for what seems like forever, but I think he's going to finally drop at his next championship match. But, Zack Sabre, man, I mean, I've been preaching this guy for a long fucking time. And I'm glad the guy's starting to get some shine.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that we're kind of talking, going back to international, I have a question for Chris. I think you told me this on Voxer that that now that Kenny Omega is part of New Japan, I want to say maybe, I think you told me this. You're the one that told me that now he's in New Japan. It's easier for him to book him in PWG now that he's part of New Japan or something like that.
Oh, and even listen to his shoot. He felt bad that he couldn't come to the United States a lot because DDT's schedule was so fucking harsh and just Japan. And he was PWG champ when he couldn't come anymore. But I think that he might probably work more. I mean, because I know in a shoot he said he wants to. I mean, I think it all depends on how New Japan books him and how high he's going to go to Sky because he's winning that title. I think that's a foregone conclusion because what's it called his ankle's injured, so he's wrestling on that, and he's gonna drop the belt. And so I could see it. I mean, no doubt they're gonna. You know.
Question about Ricochet. I know you told me the other day on Voxer about you think Ricochet is gonna sign. So if he does sign with New Japan, are we gonna see Ricochet more on PWG than we usually do? Not like once in a blue moon, you know? I mean,
the Ricochet's really, really hot. I mean, Ricochet's probably the hardest working dude in the world. I mean, he seems to be everywhere. He's a chameleon. Crazy, he kind of is. I mean, fucking Lucha Underground, he's Prince fucking Puma. I mean, which is insane that this guy has. There's like two of them, literally.
Yeah.
And it's how he's going to be booked. I don't know. I mean, don't be shocked if he wins his PWG title just to solidify this year as Wrestler of the Year, which he's Wrestler of the Year without.
Yeah.
But that's all how he's booked. I mean, that's all if Evolve Dragon Gate gets hot in China. Do they book more shows? I mean, will that be the resurgence of Dragon Gate? You know, it's in China, for God's sake, so who knows? Will that take more bookings? And we all know in the end he's going to get gobbled up by New Japan. They're not going to make him win Best of the Super Juniors, and A, not defend it, okay, come the tournament time, and B, they're not going to make him win that if they don't have a future for him. And they might. Yeah. And the thing about them is they'll give you your time. They'll give you space, but you got to repay that. You know what I mean? You can't just take that fucking Best of Super Juniors and just never come back. That's not going to happen. And don't tell me right now you ain't going to watch a Kenny Omega versus Ricochet match.
Kenny Omega Ricochet would be fucking ridiculous, amazing. Man,
remember when I said on here months in advance, Kushida versus fucking Ricochet or Ricochet versus this person, it happened. Kota Ibushi, remember I said that? It happened.
Kota Ibushi.
Don't be shocked. And don't be shocked that Kenny Omega fucking Ricochet down the road, which he's gonna do his Prince Puma shit for a while. He's gonna do this, that, and the other. He's in demand. He's gonna make money.
Yeah, I was told that he signed for 9 seasons for Lucha Underground. 9 fucking seasons. He already just did one.
It'll end up being a year. It'll end up being a year.
Yeah, pretty much. So
but he's smart. He's not Ricochet down there. So if he does go to New Japan and fucking dominates there as his junior, he's Ricochet. He's Prince Puma in Lucha Underground. So it's two different entities. So you know what I mean? Sorry, but he's smart. He's got a mask on for a reason, not just Lucha.
Yeah. I feel him on that. Not only that, there's other talents that use different names in there. They can protect themselves. So it's all good, you know.
That's what I mean. This next couple months is going to be everyone getting their footing and protecting themselves, and Lucha's going to protect us. I mean, shit, they're saying he's trained by Conan, so it's not Ricochet. It's Prince Puma.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it just seems like today. I just feel like today, a lot of people are getting into like the international stuff, not just only Japan, but even the Mexico stuff like AAA and shit, because you got Lucha Underground going out there and they're saying, okay, I got to check out this AAA stuff, you know, as well. You know, same with Japan. You know, everybody's talking about Japan. Oh, we got to check out the Japan thing. It's like international is red hot right now, you know?
Well, you know why?
Yeah.
You know why? Because we're wrestling fans. And we're being spoon-fed this fucking garbage every Monday and Friday night, and I don't know if people feel obligated to watch. And it comes down to we're wrestling fans, and if there's wrestling in the world, we're going to find it because we can now. It's not in 1885 where we can't we got to move our antenna to the left to watch some fucking random local show. We could watch any promotion in the world, and I know that firsthand. Okay, I mean, for example, while people are worrying about fucking WWE, I'm going to be watching a Stardom show from fucking Japan on the fucking 16th. I mean. And I'm looking forward to that more than I'm looking forward to Raw, because I know these chicks are going to be fucking doing some fucking outlandish shit and fucking competitive action.
You got me on this one girl. I don't even know how to say her name, but she's fucking beautiful and she can go.
She not only go, she's the best. She's the best in the world. Io Shirai. Listen, if you're going to go Yoshi, if you're going to go women's wrestling in Japan, you got to start with 5. There's 5 names. There's Io and Mio Shirai. They're sisters. Unbelievable. Yoshika is the fucking Stardom champ, and of course Hikaru Shida, and one of my personal favorites, Hirota Sakura. Awesome people. Listen, and I know the people out there that jerk off to this stuff. I'll mention Kana's name, but listen, watch the shit. It's taped. It's put on Daily Motion for your pleasure. There's no excuse. It's on there for everyone to watch. Never in the history of the world has there been wrestling this accessible in the history, and it's all you have to do is click a button. It's there.
So anyway, my point is, I'm going to be watching that. And we're like Ricochet. Ricochet. I mean, these wrestlers, they're going to make their money everywhere they can. And what the fuck are we talking about? I got lost. You started talking about chicks.
Yeah, you're talking about jerking off too.
Well, I had to mention a chick's name for the jerk off sounder. But anyway, the girl he's talking about, her name is Io Shirai. I mean, all you got to do is fucking type in her name.
Io Shirai.
No, Io Shirai.
Io Shirai.
Okay. She's the best right now. Okay.
Please tell me you have seen this fucking video that he sent in Voxer, Oscars. If you haven't, damn it, you better go watch that shit right after this fucking show. Chris needs to fucking send that to you personally in a text so you can watch this girl go.
Well, she's just it's hits you right smack in the face. I think it's smart.
Look like shit.
Well, it makes her look like less than that, but I don't even know what they're doing over there, and she's not even the champion over there. She lost to the Yoshiko, who's fucking. Yoshiko is what, 3 years in the business, and you watch her wrestle, and she looks like a 20-year vet. I mean, these chicks are fucking legit. And like I said, there's a show coming up on the 16th that I'm all over. But there's 5 women that I named. You guys got to start with that. I'm not saying you and people out there listening. I mean, there's Pro Wrestling Wave. That's available on Daily Motion. Stardom's available on Daily Motion. Oz Academy that I watch every month is on fucking Daily Motion. They're all on there. And if you want to start watching that shit, those 5 women that I just named are better than anybody on the planet. Americans come over there and want to work with these people. And okay, you know what I mean? So, and that's just how it is. The Shimmer sells out in 2 seconds because some of these women, not even the ones I mentioned, come to Chicago and go to a Shimmer show, then they sell out. You know what I mean? These people are known. So, and hey, man, if there's wrestlers out there, men or women, I'm trying to stay ahead of the game and I'm not saying I'm being a dickhead about it. If there's talented people out there, I'm watching it. I mean, that's just I can't sit there and complain about WWE and all that shit when there's people out there busting their ass and producing and it's available. Fuck, I'm watching it. Men or women, I don't care.
Definitely.
And I suggest everyone do the same.
Yeah,
because I ain't watching Mark Henry versus Big Show.
Me neither.
No way. No offense to those guys, but shit, you know, the fuck.
Nobody gives a shit.
It's going to be a punch. It's going to be a punch, slam, sort of run somewhere into the ring, like, I don't know, like to a corner, forearm.
To be honest,
slam. Slam.
WWE, the main guys I'm looking forward to watch is Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Cesaro. Fuck it, Dolph Ziggler puts on great matches. It's a list of guys that put on great matches that I enjoy, and it's guys that I can give 2 shits about, like Adam Rose fighting a fucking bunny. Come on.
Yeah, I don't got time for this. Like I said, man, there's too much stuff on television. I'm not just talking about the wrestling that I'm talking about just shows in general. No offense. If there's a documentary about anything in the history on this planet, anything, I'd rather watch that. And I do. Listen, man, I got 7,000 channels. If Raw's just not cutting the fucking mustard, I'm out. You know what I mean? I got too many channels. And I think that's what you're seeing. I think you're seeing people like going, hey, man, there's something else on. There's fucking Netflix. There's stuff on TV. And nobody wants to watch trash. And yeah, and I know everyone's going, well, motherfuckers, you guys were fucking screaming to have Dean Ambrose and fucking Seth Rollins pushed and shit like that. Yeah, but I didn't want to see Dean Ambrose throw hot dogs at people and squirt mustard. I didn't want to see that. Okay? And I'm not, I mean, so people could go, you got what you wanted and you don't, you know. Remember, you know what I'm saying? Remember that year that we were all waiting for Dean Ambrose to fucking debut, which seems like a million years ago? You know, is this the night? Well, guess what? Make him be Dean Ambrose, we'll watch. I don't know, right?
Yeah, is this worth the wait?
Okay, let me ask you guys. And I love talking to people who fucking watch it. I watch it too. I'm not saying I don't. But are you guys happy with the product?
Sometimes and sometimes I'm not.
Okay. What are you, Oscar?
I'm cool with it, to be honest with you. Like how things are. I mean, like, what are the champs and all that shit? I'm cool with it, you know. I wish I had a better tag division, but
I'm not happy with Brock Lesnar. As much as everybody, hypes up Brock Lesnar, I'm not happy with him being MIA. There should be a WWE champ. It's like, why is the title behind the scene?
They took it from Daniel Bryan. They took the title from Daniel Bryan for the same reason, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm actually cool with it because it reminds me back in the old days, like when someone was the champ back then, it's like, it's once in a blue moon, someone comes out.
It's totally different, dude.
I know it's something different.
Because listen, Hulk Hogan was on those tours for 300 days a year. He was still wrestling. It wasn't like Hulk Hogan was just sitting at home and cashing paychecks and fucking Sable. He was working. He was on the road with those guys. I mean, Brock Lesnar is literally not on the road with these guys.
Yeah.
Big difference.
To be honest,
I get what you're saying.
It's like a 50-50 deal for me because it's also good things happen since Brock Lesnar's been gone with that title. You got Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. They got the main event. Whoever thought that would happen?
Well, who else you got to give it to? There's no one else to give it to.
Everybody thought Cena and Orton was going to get it, but I guess WWE made the smart move. So, but I do think the WWE title needs to be in the scene. When the WWE title comes back, nobody's going to care. I'm pretty sure half of the people. I'm pretty sure little kids. I'm just throwing out little kids because, I'm pretty sure kids and people that's in the audience, grown-ups maybe, have forgot about the WWE title. Nobody remembers. All we know is
what they should have done while Brock Lesnar's gone and push the Intercontinental title more. Hell, give it to fucking Cena. Fuck it.
So, wait. Now, what about the anticlimactic ending to the WWE feud of the year? That, turn the page directly within 1 millisecond from fucking Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins feud. Holy shit, what is this going to do? How is this going to end? How is this going to end? Well, it's going to end with another feud that has nothing to do with just what just happened. That's the type of shit that I don't understand. When you're going to do a payoff match, make it a payoff fucking match, and then that following Monday, then have fucking Dean Ambrose and fucking Bray Wyatt walk down the same hallway. Don't do the easy way out and fucking and totally and have a fucking stupid finish. Man, let them finish their fucking feud. Seriously.
Yeah.
If you're going to continue down the road someday, have a double pin. I don't know, but fuck. Don't build it all year and act like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose don't wrestle. Oh.
I was 50-50 with that, Chris. Because, I'm like, hold on, why did this just happen? Why didn't we have to get a winner? But then I'm like, okay, now we got a new feud. We got Bray Wyatt back in the picture with Dean Ambrose.
That Monday. But you could
have
did that on Monday.
Happen too. It's just
people did that on Monday.
I guess people are not thinking before they book.
I would have done it for the sake of doing it. Here's what my point is. Instead of ruining a fucking classic feud, have Dean Ambrose come out the next Monday and say, it's not over, Seth, and then have fucking Bray Wyatt come down the ring and show him that it's over. Now it's all about him. Don't fuck up a good feud the day before. Wait one day to introduce this feud. Let them finish their feud is all I'm saying. You get that's you can't get us to fucking keep a hold being, tied to the product, and then you fucking just basically make the Seth Rollins and Ambrose feud mute. It didn't really matter because there was no real payoff. It ended with Seth Rollins scared, walking towards him to pin him. Should I pin him? Bray Wyatt might get me. No, motherfucker. I didn't want to see him jump 20 feet to the ground, but those two could have thought up a great ending. And I understand what you're saying, Skip, that you introduced Bray Wyatt to the fold, but you could have did that 24 hours later. Make Dean Ambrose say, say Seth, it's not over, even though you pinned me, and Bray Wyatt comes down. Yeah, it is over, dude, because I'm fucking with you now.
Yeah. Or, you know what? He grabs the mic, he was about to say something, then you have Bray Wyatt come out. I could have done that.
It's just
not saying that, I want people to get hurt, but the whole Roman Reigns with him getting injured, kind of, you know, made this the feud with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins even, huh?
It hurried it up. It brought it into motion. But what really brought it into motion was Daniel Bryan getting hurt. Yeah, that's the true. That's the inception of this fucking big time in the spotlight feud. I mean, so Daniel Bryan was there, he would be in the main event. And,
for sure.
So Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns getting hurt definitely helped this feud get into the limelight, but which probably would have made the feud better if it was less in the background. Because like back in the day, Oscar, you know what I'm talking about. Those feuds that were mid card back in the day, those intercontinental fucking title feuds, were better than the ones that were on top. Yeah, those were always better. And I always said, man, they could have had this feud for the IC title. Why are they hurrying up with Seth Rollins to make him 18-time champion before he's 30? Seriously, they could have slowly pushed these two because these two are going to be the guys in the future. Yeah. When John Cena's dead. So I don't want to see Seth Rollins as 100-time champion. Now, the only thing they could possibly do is Seth Rollins fucking cashing the fucking thing in and Dean Ambrose stops him.
How about
that feud again?
How about the time when Rollins tried to cash in his Money in the Bank on Cena?
Well, do it again. Do it again. I mean, I don't know, but
you see,
that feud needed a better pinfall at the end. That's all I'm saying.
You see, Chris, I was arguing with Skitz on this show that why not give that IC belt to Seth Rollins right now? Because just imagine that Hell in a Cell match would have been for the Intercontinental title.
You can't now.
I know you can't now, but I mean, just imagine how that main event would have been for the Intercontinental title. You didn't make it kind of more
about that,
or bring it back.
Me and you
know.
Me and you talked about that on Voxer this summer. We talked about it for like, what was it, 3 hours on Voxer? I mean, when this feud just started, I said we could make this fucking personal. It was right when it broke. I said we could make this personal, which they did. And I said, man, let's get that. This could raise the Intercontinental title. Let's fucking put that strap on one of them or fucking something. I don't know, but you know, the briefcase is more important than the briefcase is more important than the IC title. We all know that. And it's unfortunate. But they made basically the briefcase, and then they did the fucking old John Cena jokes where he threw it in the water and it had stupid shit in it and dildos and slime, and we all knew that John Cena writing was going to come into it, the hot dogs, the cart, you know, we all knew that. They could still be doing that to you today. They still can.
Yeah.
But, again, we're just guys talking on the phone. Who are we, you know? We're just a few guys who are going to be standing outside fucking getting WrestleMania tickets in the fucking cold, or we're going to be fucking getting dressed up to go to fucking Hall of Fame shows, and, or going fucking 6 hours north to go see WrestleMania. That's all we are, right? We're just fucking fans. We're just pesky fans that are upset with something that we've been watching since we were 5. But, you know, we're just peons. You know, that's what the boys will say about us. The wrestlers, some fans. You know, they treat us like shit when we talk shit about them. But, boy, when we buy their merchandise, they love us. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, that's how podcasters are fucking represented out there. They think we're fucking dipshits. You know, we have no opinion, and we don't deserve no opinion. That's my favorite. Yeah, whatever. Eat dick. That's all I got to say to those people.
Ask Joey Ryan that.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, you know what I would like? I would like a shoot interview or a DVD, a class, and so they could tell us fans how to be a fan, because I'm lost. I mean, we can't hate anything, but at the same time, if we like something too much, we're marks. I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm rolling, kid.
Hey, you don't want to be like that one guy in the front row saying "Super Dragon," and he gets up there and he says, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh, hey man, that was crazy. That was the second show. Was that recently, or were you talking about the second show?
No, I'm talking about that old ass.
Yeah.
You know, it's on Botchamania.
Yeah, that was the second show. I actually doing another PWG Chronicles about that right now. I just saw that. He did it for like 5 straight minutes, and it was fucking hilarious. Yeah.
I didn't know it was a PWG show, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was a PWG show. It was the second show. I forget what it was called. I'm doing a PWG Chronicle about it. I swear to God. And it's fucking hilarious. He gets up in his face.
He actually gets out. tells him to shut the fuck up and gets right back in him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He jumps over the barricade. But the thing is, he says it so fucking long. And the crowd is fucking telling him to shut the fuck up. Super Dragon, shut the fuck up. It goes on forever.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
11 years ago.
LA is crazy. Sorry to switch subjects. I just saw my phone.
No, hey. Any reason to stop talking about WWE, I'm for it. Hey.
I just wanted to mention the LA Kings and the Anaheim Ducks are playing, and Anaheim's not that far from LA, and they're chanting "Beat LA." I don't get it, but yeah, it is what it is. We got 4 minutes here on WH Radio, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Orange County. You know how Orange County is.
Yeah,
man, LA. To me, Orange County is the same shit. LA, same shit. The Rams played there. When they were called Los Angeles Rams, the Angels are called the Los Angeles Angels, and they play in Orange County. That's basically the same shit.
Which is bullshit. I don't agree with that at all. They fucking won the championship. I think they deserve to fucking keep their Anaheim name. I think that was total. We all know why they did that for marketing. That's all that was for. I don't agree with that. Anaheim deserved that. At least the Angels. At least.
Yeah. Just imagine if we had a fucking sports podcast.
I'm down. I like football more than wrestling. I know that, so I'm all down for that.
I can talk baseball all day and basketball.
Let's do it.
But yeah.
Start the car up. Let's do it.
We got 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, here on WH Radio.
That's what she said.
This show will be live on YouTube, probably Saturday.
Not live.
Top.
No, it's not live. It's not live. It will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because if it's live, I'm going to have to write down what we just said.
I'm an idiot for that. I'm an idiot for that. It will be on YouTube probably Friday, maybe Sunday. It'll be on. Basically, the show will be up there. Be sure to check it out. Subscribe us to youtube.com/WrestlingHeads. We're on Facebook.com/WrestlingHeads. Check out the website WrestlingHeads.com. Check out all the news from WWE to TNA to Ring of Honor, international news, blogs written by ROH Code, Oscar, me if I'm, in the mood. We got other writers too. Check them out. So be sure to check out WrestlingHeads.com. We also have featured matches up there. I actually have to update that. What else am I missing?
Missing Bruce.
Bruce, are you alive? Is a question.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from Bruce in a week.
Yeah.
But let's throw our Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Heads. I'm on Twitter at WHSkits. Follow me. I will be on. I'll follow back if I want to. ROH Code, that's Chris. Sister 632 is Oscar. Follow us and check out our website. And we'll appreciate. We'll have some new stuff up there coming up there. As Chris said, he's got PWG Chronicles coming up. What else you guys got on the website? You guys got coming up?
Shit, I got the dozen. I got 2 of those. I got obviously I always do results. I'm probably gonna do something for this House of Hardcore show I'm going to for Arena. So I might get inspired to do something about that. And yeah, and I'm also on Facebook, but for some reason it's not ROH Code. They got me, and it's Ron Code, and that's not my name, but it will be for the next 40 days because I have to wait 60 days to change it. And it's fucking gay and it's stupid, but it's will be going away soon. So Facebook,
love it.
hate it.
Yeah. Fucking follow me on Facebook too, Patrick Moss. That's my real name. Damn it. Skits is the nickname.
Give out your real name. Give out your real name. What the fuck?
Give a fuck. One day I'm gonna be rich. Patrick Moss.
And the next thing you know, they're like, there's a Patrick Moss. They're like, oh shit, so Skits is white?
Definitely not white.
Wow. No, I'm saying they might find another Patrick Moss there, and they're like, oh, Skits is white.
I didn't know Bruce was on the phone. He's getting all racial.
We got 5 seconds, and we're actually going overtime, but we're going to say bye. So peace.
Peace.
All right, guys. It was nice doing the show. Have fun. We got to do this again. Catch you guys on Voxer?
Maybe. But I'm out of here. Peace.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, I'll be on it for a little bit.
All right.
Well, if you want this to be on YouTube, overtime doesn't work. Sorry. It's going to be a fish load.
No, we're talking about on the Vox. But,
all right, Nate.
All right. Peace.
Peace out.